Welcome back to Cutting Stems, the after show, Bachelor in Paradise edition. We're back on the beach. We're finding love within Bachelor Nation. Rhea, Trent, Kelly, the whole gang is here, ready to talk about episode 1. It's a long night. Thursday nights now on ABC. They switched it around on us a few times. Monday, Tuesdays is what we're used to. Now it's Thursdays, and it's Thursdays after the Golden Bachelor, which we're very excited for, and Bachelor in Paradise, but we're clocking in at an 11 p.m. end time, and once again, we're in a situation where that's late. So we're in studio, and we are watching those screeners and getting you this after show, but we are not live.
That's true.
I will do that. I'll make that announcement right away.
Not live.
I like
it's
it.
Just,
Chat, I miss you so much. And so dearly,
you know,
to the YouTube chat,
they'll
my
have something
people.
to look forward to when we have to be like live for like the last episode. Although I don't even know if we need to be live for the last episode, but we can try to.
Me and them, we have a special bond that you guys would never understand. And
true. That is true.
I know they're gonna miss me tonight, and I miss you guys. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I'm sure they're happy that you thought
Were
of
you
them.
silent or were you silenced? Is the real question.
Yes, ABC, blame them on their scheduling. Once again, well, the writer's strike is over, so maybe network TV shows will come back and things will go back to normal.
I'm excited about that.
Can't
That's
wait.
Lovely.
Just give me my fucking Grey's Anatomy at 9 p.m. on Thursdays, please.
Absolutely.
You have to stop watching that show.
I will never stop watching.
Never.
What season?
I will never.
Is it on?
Like 36.
Honestly, if I were into that show, I would never want it to end.
Or like maybe late teens.
Yeah.
It's just like what you watch so many seasons. It's when do you finally say it's time to give it up?
Never.
You don't. You
Never.
just keep watching.
You get to a point where it's like, well, I've watched this much. How could I possibly stop?
Right, and then you see things online
happens.
that I'm like, I gotta. What's that storyline?
Yeah,
like,
of
I don't know what
course.
that is.
You get sucked in.
How much of the original cast is still on it?
None.
No,
Nobody,
like
right?
2. Okay, Bachelor
Sorry.
in Paradise, new season. Jesse's back on the beach. The beach is open. There were definitely some people that I did not recognize. I will say, if
I
we
would
want
say
to just
majority
start
I didn't
there,
recognize.
you know, it was cheesy at the beginning as always. I was laughing because like some of those people clearly filmed their little haha I'm going to the beach videos like in New York. Like
Yep.
I was like, what? Imagine we just walk past. I think that was like Kat like throwing her suitcase in a bush outside.
That was
Gramercy Park.
my number one complaint. First thing I wrote down was, I can't believe she threw that in the bush. There are signs everywhere. Respect the flowers.
Yeah, I mean, Gramercy
How dare
Park
you?
is as nice as
That
it
was
gets.
very disrespectful. I
Super
thought.
disrespectful.
A quick note about Jesse Palmer. Sometimes I forget his life is not just hosting The Bachelor. And the first weekend of college football, I was like, oh, it's Jesse Palmer.
That voice sounds familiar.
I was like, what is he
Jesse
doing
Palmer.
here? You know, I was a little thrown off.
Jesse, what are you doing here?
Forgot
Dad
that
to
he
be.
does
You're
other
supposed
things.
to be on the beach.
yeah. How'd you get out of the
rascal.
How'd you get out of the
Yes.
mansion? You crazy.
It's always interesting to see like who is excited for what people.
They
Like
just keep
Rachel
Jesse Palmer locked away.
Yeah. He's not allowed to leave.
can't come out.
He
until
looks
it's
out the
time
window of,
for
like, the
Bachelor
front.
to start.
They just throw him bread every once in a while.
Roses and champagne.
Rachel threw Braden out as the first name that she was like interested in. I was like, Rachel,
Wild.
you know, Rachel, I think really played off. Like Rachel as the Bachelorette, I think sold herself in a certain kind of way. And I think the real Rachel is a little bit messier.
I couldn't agree more.
And you know what? To that point, what exactly backs that up is if you follow Rachel on Instagram.
Yeah.
The fact that her and why am I blanking? Genevieve.
Yeah.
Have a wall of crying in their apartment.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see
They do?
I didn't see
Is
Yeah, it is pretty funny. I do like that actually.
that.
but like
hilarious.
I think it's funny.
it's funny.
What do they do? Like print out pictures? They print out
where
pictures
it's
of
like
themselves crying?
Yeah, where it's like I don't know if like. I don't know.
You don't want to bring boys over with the
right.
wall
Like
of
I'm
tears.
just like, if you're
what I mean?
trying to get someone to like settle down with you, and they see that, they may be like,
Totally. I just think there's like
What's that all
Bachelorette
about?
Rachel and Bachelor in Paradise Rachel are two
For
very
sure.
different Rachels.
Definitely.
I feel like
She seems miserable to me on the beach. Do you feel that?
I think it's hard going from the main character to just another gal on the beach.
I agree.
I don't think I could do it. Like I think it would
you're-
be too
you're-
much of a shot at my
right.
ego, especially
You're
when they
used to
start
that
asking questions
show.
like, "So you like were the Bachelorette?" And it's like,
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. Yeah,
exactly. You're
Like,
used to like all the
shut
guys
up.
being there for you,
know?
and then also you have to worry about some of your exes showing up. Like
Yep.
obviously she and like
Avon.
Avon had a pretty legit thing going there at the end, so like you have to worry about him coming up. But did you guys also notice that when Rachel went onto the beach, she was calling Jesse Jess, and I was like, damn, they know
No,
each
I
other
didn't
like
notice
that,
that.
huh?
Damn.
I didn't notice
But
that
she
either.
didn't call him Jesse once. She was like, Jess, so good to see you. I was like,
God.
I've never
was
heard
like,
one person call Jesse Palmer Jess, and I
Besties.
guess that's how they know each other.
she
how
was
they
like,
talk.
yes, I was the Bachelorette, and I get to call him Jess.
Yeah, she's like, Jess, good to see you.
That's unbelievable. No, I can't believe I missed that.
I don't
but
know why it was jarring to me. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
jarring
That's
change,
something that I
Jess
would
to
usually
Jesse,
notice.
but
I must
as
have
soon
been like
as
drying
she's-
my hair at that time or something.
As soon as she said Jess, I was like,
Yep.
we're out here. People call him Jess.
No, that's wild.
Not us.
Not
I'm
us.
kind of with you though, Trent. I do think that she does seem a little miserable in the way of like I think she's out of her comfort zone. She's not sure how people are gonna receive her, and I think not only in the way of like the guys and maybe running into exes, but also some of the girls are gonna have to deal with the fact that the guys that were on her season, they that can cause like a jealousy thing with her, like oh well you dated Rachel and Rachel's right here, and it's actually very messy when you think about it.
And honestly, her connecting with Sean like does not surprise me at all.
I was actually shocked by that.
Oh, no, I was
too.
that was
not.
a moment where I was like, oh my God, I really misjudged Rachel all over the place.
Yeah.
Like her
right.
being interested
Yep.
in Braden and then making out with Sean. I
Yep.
went, okay, that's who she is.
And we were worried Sean wasn't going to be there right away, but he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like second guy on the beach, so we were good to go on
He's
Sean.
there.
He
And
didn't
they were-
have a lot of screen time for the trailer.
No, he
No,
didn't.
I,
which is
almost I think
interesting.
zero. Like
Yeah.
I like we knew he was going because he posted about it. I feel like he wasn't in the trailer
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
But they're really driving home
I
the
can't
Ken
see
thing.
Rachel and Sean like actually having anything.
They just want to call him Ken all day long. He's like
Yeah.
a Ken doll. Like every single girl said that.
I know.
And it was like, I mean, is he that? Like, relax.
It's like we're saying it one too many times now.
It's
You
too
know,
much.
it's just
Yeah.
like
it's an impossible standard.
yeah. Although
Ken-
his Ken is beach.
His Ken is beach, and I did appreciate
Sean is
him.
beach.
I did appreciate
For
him
sure.
breaking down his entire skincare routine. Yeah. I appreciated that as well. Sean is a skincare goddess.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that out
He's
of
got
him.
good skin.
And
He
he,
did
does
also
have good
say
skin.
he's a Swifty. Did you catch that?
Of course I did. And also he DMs me about being a Swifty every other fucking day. I talk to Sean more than anybody in this room. We're friends. You know what I mean? Like we talk about Taylor every day.
Yeah,
Not even-
honestly,
not even
that
kidding.
is
He
really
replies to
one of the.
every
No,
one
I
of my
know
Taylor
it's
Swift
one of
stories.
the funniest dynamics that we have here is that you and Sean
That
like,
we're
still
real
chat
friends.
on
Do
Instagram.
Do you think
yeah.
he's a real Swifty?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
You think, or is he trying to play?
No, because
to
he's
the-
been a Swiftie for a long time, and he was posting about her and replying to my stuff before we were even like commenting on The Bachelor. Like he's a real Swiftie. He's legit.
Okay.
I will vouch for him for that, if not anything else.
That's a big vouch.
I will say, like he mentioned Jess, and I was like, now that's a couple. I feel like I could.
I think it makes
make
that makes total
that,
sense.
Like makes more sense to me.
100%.
Him
agree
and
more.
Jess, but I don't really know if they got to talk too much. Didn't really seem.
They
like
talked
it.
a little, and I thought like he went right up to her and was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
no,
what's up,
yeah.
girl?" Like chit chatting, whatever. Immediately asked her about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
How was the
That's right.
concert?
Yep,
They're like,
yep.
"It was great." You know, I had the whole conversation. I loved that part. And then all of a sudden he's on the round bed with Rachel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
missed like something happened in there, and I missed that. But I'm not sure if Rachel. I think Rachel pursued him more
Yeah.
than he pursued her. And if I've learned anything from these guys on Paradise, the minute that the girl decides she's pursuing you, they're doing whatever you say. Like
Yeah.
they want to kiss, they're going to kiss you.
Yep.
They want this, they're doing that. Like the guys have no control once the women decide. And I think that's hilarious. Like they're just like, I'm down for you. Until they start getting choices, you know what I mean? Like when they have the roses and they have the choices and whatever, then they can start getting a little cocky about it. Like, what are you going to do for me? Right. Kind of like, what's his face? Will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so
Will.
I guess like Will was kind of the big drama of the episode, right? It's like Kylie comes in, she clearly is interested in Avon, but it's the classic, like producers know what they're doing. And anytime anybody you have to keep your cards close to your chest. And if you are talking too much about like the guy that you hope shows up or the person you hope shows up, they are going to use that against you.
Right.
And that's what they did. Like, they wait to send Avon in later because they know if Avon and Kylie showed up on the beach at the exact same time, Kylie is beelining for Avon and not talking to anybody else. And in Kylie's mind, she's like, well, shit, now I'm here. He's not. Like, I gotta talk to a guy so I can stay. Like, I have to stay in case he comes, which they do every single season. It's the same thing that happened with Michael and Sierra.
Yes.
When he, like, everyone just accused him of, like, being with Sierra because he was waiting for Danielle to come, and then she came late. So, like, that's the kind of thing. Now, I thought they were going to keep Avon.
And she bought him
for a while.
She bought him like
Avon showed up at the end of the episode, but I thought I thought she was gonna have to wait a few weeks for Avon to show up.
For sure.
It was perfect timing though. Because it's gonna play out a little bit. I think last night was the perfect time.
Yeah,
to do
you know,
I
Will just doesn't
I don't
do
disagree
it for
with
me.
that. Will does nothing for me. Does absolutely nothing for me.
I did not like they are
the two girls fighting over him.
Why?
Who's the other girl?
Olivia.
Olivia.
Sucking
so
toes.
do not know who that is.
Wait.
Literally
we need to bring
never
that up
seen
as well.
Olivia.
But I never seen her in my life. But she I think is a little validated in I'm not sure. You know what is my problem actually with the show? They don't show their names enough.
I know.
And it's annoying. I need to be reminded, and I just need to put face to the name a couple of times. Like, they show it once at the beginning, and then I feel like they should just show it every time they talk. But whatever.
Yep.
I think that Olivia is a little validated in that because Will came in and was like, I'm interested in Kylie, whatever, and Kylie was
Olivia.
And also Olivia.
She was on his list.
For sure. And so but he immediately made out with her, and then Kylie started doing like a guilt thing, like being like, oh well, like you kissed that other girl, you talked to me, you didn't kiss with her, and I didn't love that. I didn't love the guilting on the very first day. So when she got the date card and the option to bring him on a date, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was surprised that she chose Will, but in my head, Kylie was doing that out of spite to like win. Like, I don't think that she actually cared that much. I think that she just wanted to bring him on a date and take her away and do whatever. And I think that, it's going to come back to bite her in the ass when she sees Avon. And I think Will is going to get screwed. I think Kylie's going to end up looking bad, and it's just going to be a mess.
I just feel like Kylie should not have picked him for a date.
They have no chemistry.
Yeah. No chemistry.
None. They have zero chemistry.
Again, that's why I think she just wanted to like win. She didn't like the fact that they talked and he made out with someone else.
Even the other guys that are currently on the beach, I think would have been like
agreed.
Aaron, I think, and Kylie would have been good. Like even Blake Moynes. Take Blake Moynes on a date. Come on,
King.
Get him out.
That's
Get him
my
out of
king.
the house.
I love Blake Moynes. I was legitimately excited to see him. I saw him. He looks
been a
great.
while.
It's been a while.
He's tan. He's got a great haircut. He's jacked.
Yep.
He just looks great. I'm really excited that he's back in the universe.
I also always forget he's
Paradise
Canadian.
is a good show for him.
Yeah.
The Oots were.
The Oots were ootin'.
Oh, they were.
He was out and about.
He was. Yeah.
He was all over it.
It was almost like they had him say that stuff on purpose.
So it did seem that way almost.
Yeah.
So, but before all that, you've got Will and Olivia talking, and it's very playful. It's very flirty. They're talking about sucking toes. She was like, "Would you suck on my toes?" He's like, "They're all sandy." Then they go in the ocean. He doesn't end up sucking her toes, but they do end up kissing.
Clean toes in the ocean.
Clean the toes off in the ocean. He carries her back to the bed. Whatever. What did you think about Olivia being upset about Will not talking to her before he went on a date with Kylie? Like, to me, it was very first day. You don't necessarily owe that. I get that it was playful and that he did initiate the kiss, but I didn't know if her anger was justified, in my opinion.
I feel I'm a little torn on that because I do think that maybe Will could have been like, I'm gonna go on the date. Like, I know we kissed, but it's so sensitive that first day with the kisses and things. And I feel like for him to be like smooching and then 2 minutes later, I feel like it was just happened so fast, there really wasn't time for him to talk to her. And yes, they don't really know each other yet. So I could see both sides of the argument, but I do think that his response making him back and was kind of just like, sorry.
No,
like
that was bad.
That was not
He handled
good.
that conversation
But wait,
poorly.
Agreed.
What I want to also though, is this Bachelor in Paradise or is this another like more propaganda for feet people? Feet and sex. We talked about sucking toes for. I would love to. I gotta follow that girl or find out that girl.
Do you think people pretend to be into that to like be like, "Ooh, I'm a freak"?
Like I don't know.
I love my toes.
Would you Would you like? I would personally. I'm like that's. I don't know. It's just. It's not my vibe. I'm not like shaming it either. But I'm also like, why are you trying to shove it down my throat so hard?
I'm not shaming it at all. But I think I definitely think it's one of those things where people like, when they're flirting, try to think of something outrageous, and they
just think it's like a silly.
Well, not
thing.
outrageous, but it's silly. Like, oh, would you suck on my toes?
Right.
And they're like
And you're
being
just, like,
like a little
seeing
out there, just to like
how far you can push somebody.
Yeah.
I also feel like that conversation gets awkward very fast. Like even just that conversation, because first it like starts off playful, but then you can't tell like how serious the other person is because you don't know them.
Yeah.
So she like her being like, "What? Like, are you gonna do it?" And he's like, "What?"
It's like, wait, does this end with me sucking on your toe?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
right
It's
here,
so
right
weird.
now.
Like it's like,
but it
wait,
feels
are we still joking? Or are you being serious? And then that kind of just led into like, well, actually, let me just kiss you.
And there were other people too. There were other people that were like, I don't know. She said like, "Want to suck my toes?" And he like said no, but I actually thought that was hot. Like some other guy said that, and I'm like, what is this foot fetish propaganda?
I also just want to hear.
It's like a Tarantino movie.
Well, like I don't even know if it's propaganda, but I feel like it's one of those things where like because we have to remember they have a drink limit, right? Because if without the drink limit, I'm thinking like if you're like feeling good, you're a little drunk, you're a little tipsy, you're joking around with somebody like you want to suck my
next
toes.
thing you know, you got a foot in your mouth.
Then next thing you know, maybe there's a toe in your mouth.
Of course, it makes more sense if everybody's drunk,
right? But like I think that's what I'm thinking about. Like
a toe could slip in your mouth.
Yeah, like who knows what could happen when you get a little drink in you? You're hanging out with your friends, all of a sudden toes are in mouths.
Wells is pouring those shots pretty high. Right. You never know.
But then when you take that, because when I think about it like that, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. When you take that factor out of it, and it's like there's a drink limit, and they might be teetering the line of like stone cold sober. I'm like, I guess it's like a way to like it's just awkward flirting in my eyes. Like I don't even know if it's them being like, yeah, I have a foot fetish, or like I'm awkwardly flirting because I don't know how to have like a different conversation with you. Exactly. So I'm gonna joke around and ask you to suck my toes.
Yeah,
it's just bizarre. But it's just something else I noticed. It's food and sex and feet and sex. That's what the Bachelor does now.
So that was really like the main big thing, right? And now Avon's gonna come in, and Olivia's got her eyes on Avon, and Kylie's like, I think they will eventually swap back. Not swap back because I don't think Olivia and will do anything, but there's no way Kylie doesn't pursue Avon. The way that girl was talking about him and like being so excited about him liking her pictures and shit, like she's not just gonna let that go.
No way.
Where she doesn't, pursue Avon in some way.
That was another thing I wanted to say. I do appreciate that now we have just completely broken the fourth wall. Messaging each other on Instagram is fine. We're referencing
I don't think it's like they necessarily message each. I think that they have learned, and this is what I can gather from contestants, is that they have a general idea of like who they think is going to show up to Paradise. Maybe you throw a couple likes, you swipe up and throw a fire emoji on a story, but you don't go into like actually messaging and getting to know the other person.
Right, you don't plan.
Like I think you kind of like do the little flirty
who
stuff
said it?
before,
like, he slid
and then because once you start to like actually talk, that's when it's a slippery slope.
That's where Brendan and
yes, Piper.
They got fucking
destroyed. That's what I'm saying. So we've come such a long way from that moment. But who swiped up?
No, remember they broke up. And
they did?
Who, though?
And that's why everyone was like, oh my God, it wasn't even worth it. But like at the end of the day, like what they did
like they stayed together
so normal. Like it was so
they stayed together for a while though.
I don't know if we thought it was fine at the time.
No, we probably were
like,
I'm sure I was talking.
Yeah, then we were like, this is against Bachelor rules.
I'm sure I was talking. But that's what I'm saying. Like if it was against Bachelor rules at the time, and it's now no longer against the rules, I guess. So now we're all messaging because one of them did say like he slid in my DMs and said, let's see what we can make happen in Paradise. So they're being like, there's
a level where I think it is still against the rules where where I don't know that like little flirting, the fire emojis, even that what you just said, I think is fine. When you're planning to be together, like when it makes more sense for you guys just
to win for money, right? Like wasn't that?
I think they just wanted exposure. They wanted followers. Like if you're going there if it would make more sense for you to just hang out in the real world, because you're that far along, then I think it's breaking a rule.
Right, yes, okay. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah, okay. That is now I see. Like, why would you guys go to Paradise and mess with other people's feelings when you two clearly are interested in each other to stay back?
Just go grab coffee.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to get a free vacation out of this?
Right.
Do you grab coffee?
She does still have their pictures. She still
I'm just saying that's like what people say.
Yeah, you go grab a coffee.
That's what people say, right?
That was pretty slick though how he said it.
It was.
Like, grab a coffee after this. I was like, okay.
Oh,
I'm engaged,
but all right.
It's kind of weird when people break up and don't delete their pictures.
What? All of a sudden, Ria's ring is on the floor.
Yeah. Oops. What?
I said, sometimes I find it weird when people break up and they don't
and they
delete
don't
their
post
pictures
about it.
No, not post about it, because it's actually weird that nowadays you have to post about a breakup. When people break up and they don't delete pictures with their
yes.
Okay.
Is that standing operating procedure?
It's actually blurry right now on
so.
if they are together or not. Because they did break up. I know what you're talking about, but they got back together after that.
Interesting.
Oh. So who knows?
It's kind of a mixed bag here. Like they, Piper James, like this is a Bachelor Nation article. It says from April of this year, they discussed long distance and that Brendan was moving to LA.
I don't really care about them that much. You know what I mean?
So I guess they were saying that like maybe they'll be apart for like another year, or they'd be apart for a year from that point, but we're trying to do long distance. Both of them have they do not have any like current photos up of each other.
Interesting. Maybe they're just depressed.
But they have all their old photos are up still on both their Instagrams.
Interesting.
I think they're together.
You know, so like that's when you don't delete those or throw them in the archive.
Archive or like bury them a little bit.
I think it's kind of weird when people don't go back and
I agree
get
with
rid
that.
of.
I agree with
like
that.
If you have
especially after a certain time,
you have a breakup, get rid of those pictures.
I can't decide if I don't know about that. You just leave them.
But when
it's part of your history.
No, but when you get in
No,
like a
but
new,
like-
It's like not letting Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. It's you can't deny that history.
That's why the archive
yeah,
exists.
but if you or if you want to start dating someone new, they go and look. They gotta look at all like.
Also,
I don't
too,
want
I
to
think
go
it's
out on a
different
date.
with
I don't
with
feel
a
that
guy.
strongly about it.
I think
All I'm
it's
saying
different
is,
with-
Kelly, like if you were to go out on a date,
yeah,
you check out this guy's Instagram, and
please. I've had this.
Like,
this is my
he
life.
has
friend.
all of his ex-girlfriend. Like he's got his ex-girlfriend all over his Instagram. I'd be like,
I got
and then you got to see the pictures of them over and over again. You're like,
I can feel that I'm wrong in this scenario.
Yeah. I got in a fight one time.
I think it's a mix.
I was in a very serious
lean this
relationship, living together a year and a half. We were dating, and I had a conversation being like, "Why aren't you deleting the old photos on your Instagram?" Like it was a full conversation, and it was an argument. It was like, "What's your problem?" Like it got flipped on me as if I was insecure, but I was like, "I know that I'm right."
I think it's weird to get defensive about it. Like if your new girlfriend is like, "You should delete those pictures,"
new girlfriend,
the guy goes,
a long time living. Don't get me started.
Yeah, the guy's like, okay, I didn't even think about it. I'll delete them. But if the guy,
girlfriend
and then he only deleted a couple. By the way,
the guy,
and then he only deleted a couple. It was like, I'll get rid of a few. I'm like, all of them. All of them are
I think that's bizarre. I think guys don't think
bizarre.
about it that much. Where like if they were still there, he probably didn't think to delete them. And then you're like, can you delete those? And he's like, oh yeah, who cares? Why? Who cares? I'll delete them.
It's like,
you got a new girlfriend. This is weird.
If it means something to me, that's all that matters. Like it doesn't.
Totally.
If you don't care,
You're the new girlfriend.
The
fact
he flipped it on you.
The new girlfriend should not have to deal with her current boyfriend having pictures.
Also,
with
though, it also
on there.
brings apart the conversation where, like, if your friend, like, oh, I'll send the Instagram to, and this is like literally just fucking happening to me. I send the Instagram to people, and the first, like, my friends are like scrolling through, and they're like, oh, who's the ex-girlfriend still has pictures up? I'm like, yeah, no, I fucking, I know. Or my mom, it's what's going on here, and it's like I can't. I don't even send my friends. I don't tell anybody when I'm talking to anybody.
I think because now you're immediately she's looking at the ex-girlfriend, everybody she knows
all
is
her
looking at the
friends
ex-girlfriend.
are looking at it.
Everybody,
exactly.
We're all Googling who this girl is.
Kelly, that is so
it's
true. When a friend sends you a
that's
picture
it.
of the guy she's talking to, and you click it, and you go, "Oh, do you know who the ex-girlfriend is?"
It is literally.
And then
you're like, damn, 5 months ago. Huh?
I sent
That's
the
kinda
Instagram,
recent.
and the next text was, "Is this girl the ex-girlfriend?"
Yeah.
Literally immediate response. Like didn't even say like, he's cute, blah blah blah.
Nope.
No, immediate response.
That is everybody's gut reaction.
Oh wow, ex-girlfriend, interesting. And I was like,
let me tell you something. It'll save the guy a lot of trouble.
I haven't done that deep dive yet,
just-
but thanks for pointing it out. I'm gonna do that the rest of the night.
Save the guy a
Appreciate
lot
it.
of trouble. Just get rid of him.
Just get rid of him.
I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Take notes, Trent. This
honestly,
is real.
anyway, that kind of like there wasn't too much to say about the rest of the episode. We don't. It's the beginning.
Yeah.
So we're in the early
What was the
stages.
date? They just hung around,
there's
fire
one couple
dancers?
that I do think is hilarious. Oh, there's actually 2 things. One, Will falling in the water on that date.
Hilarious.
So embarrassing.
So
I would
embarrassing.
be mortified.
Mortified,
Wait,
but
also,
I don't understand
Terrible
the
date setup.
Bad.
I know. How was that? Was there like the edge was like right there?
It's a waterfall right next to the table.
Right next to the table. It's
It
like
was
you take
also
one
like dark and slippery.
Right.
I felt bad.
But
I felt
one
bad.
false move and you're like in shoulder length water.
I was confused when they were walking to the table and they were walking
Like
through
the
water.
table's just.
I was like, where are they? Where are
like
they going?
They must have just been. The pool must just have had like a catwalk and then like a little round end for the table. And
Like,
it's like if you misstep, you're good.
If
You're in
she
the
gets,
pool.
If she
Holy
gets out of
shit,
her
that was
chair and
funny.
steps to the right, she disappears.
100%.
Whoop, and gone.
So funny.
Oh, that was a
Also,
tough
though,
setup for him.
I can't believe we didn't say this at the top. I'm just remembering it. Will is the guy that threw the jacket in the pool.
Or his
And
jacket
then-
got thrown in the pool.
jacket
His
got
jacket
thrown
got
in the
thrown.
pool.
All right, because at the beginning he was like, I don't want people to know me as the jacket in the pool guy. And I was like, well, you're going to be the jacket in the pool guy forever.
Weirdo Pete. Wasn't he the one who threw the jacket in the pool?
Yes.
Pizza
Pete.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Isn't he bad news?
I think he might be bad news.
Yeah.
Also, there's another guy, Pete, who's also a pilot. Who they called Pilot Pete when he walked down.
Yeah.
That was
not
cool.
my Pilot Pete.
Not my
cool.
You can't do
my
that.
Pilot Pete.
No, I did gasp for 2 seconds. He goes, "Oh, Pilot Pete!" And I was like,
dude,
"That is this fucking guy."
They focused on whoever said. They're like, "Oh my gosh, Pilot Pete was here," and I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah,
because I was hoping it was.
Oh,
I was hoping, but
Pilot
it wasn't.
Pete needs to go back on a show.
I miss him. I miss his dumbass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
It
crazy.
would have been
dating
so
anybody
great.
right now?
I don't think so.
Tough. If he still follows Kelly, tough.
Yeah,
because she's got
Who, me?
that.
No.
Kelly Flanagan, man.
Flanagan.
She's got her new Greek god boyfriend.
Does she? I don't follow her.
And all she does.
Are you serious?
Oh my God,
Good
Kelly!
for her.
They're just frolicking around Europe.
All they do are go to weddings in Europe.
That's what I meant when I
This guy must either have a million friends or a million family members.
Wait, that's not.
She has been to like 8 European weddings this summer at least.
Dude, that's what I meant when I was like, if Pilot Pete is still following her,
Here she is.
it's tough because he's a good-looking guy and they travel all over the place.
They've been in Europe all summer.
Pray for Pilot Pete. Are you kidding?
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta go back and look at all these pictures. They're crazy.
Just look and scroll. They've been in Europe all summer. She's been at 9 million weddings.
It's the best.
can't
They really have
believe-
just been traveling the world
Oh my
together.
God,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm coughing literally directly in the mic. This guy,
Like it just looks
It's
like they've
so
had an
suave.
unbelievable had an unbelievable summer.
These shoes with that outfit though.
That's okay.
All right, he's not
That's
perfect,
tough. He's not perfect.
but he is. They are
is
like all over each other.
so cute. Okay, well, good for her. Good for her. She
Oh my God,
deserves it.
I
She
love.
deserves
Sometimes
it.
I just love parents' Instagram captions. She debuted this guy at like the beginning of the summer, and
Incredible.
they at a wedding. I think like somebody in her family's wedding,
Yeah.
and her mom
Looks
commented,
amazing.
"Great looking couple, best of the lot. Guy in my dreams for my daughter. ... Greek. What else could I ask for? He's a dreamboat. That's my generation describing one great catch. Go get him, Kelly. We're all behind you." Oh my God.
That honestly
That's
sounds
her-
like my own.
That's
mom.
her
My
mom.
mom would
What
write a
is an
caption like that.
amazing comment.
Bro, she's got saved stories like in her profile. It's Florence, Rome, Greece Part 3, Greece Part 2, Greece Part 1.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
telling
God.
you, she has
Does she have
been
the-
in
is
Europe.
she gonna put the airplane
I gotta
emoji
connect.
in
I gotta
her
connect
bio?
with her. I gotta connect with her. We're both.
She does
we're
have the
both
airplane
Europe
emoji in her
girls.
bio.
Oh my God.
Traveler.
Yeah.
No, shut up. Really?
She became Traveler this
Traveler.
summer.
No, stop.
I'm telling
Whatever.
you.
I love it. I'm about to throw
every
it in my.
weekend
If I go on
she's-
one more trip, I'm putting it in my bio.
Every
He's so
weekend
hot. They're
she's
so cute.
posting her like wedding outfit, European wedding outfit. Like it's crazy.
That's insane. That's insane.
Okay, the last couple I want to bring up was Kat and Braden.
Stop.
Random connection.
But for some
love
reason, like, kind of makes sense.
Sorry, can you say that
Kate,
again?
Kat?
Braden and
Kat.
Kat. Yes.
Because there's 2 cats, which I don't
Cat
like.
with a C, cat with a K.
Yes.
Can I tell you
There's
guys
Cat
something?
who acts like a cat,
Can I tell you guys something?
That's a
and
C.
then the other cat.
Please.
Bad news.
Oh no.
I loved Braden's outfit when he came down to
Oh
beach.
my God, what the
I
hat?
loved it.
Braden Hive.
His open silk shirt. We honestly, we're the Braden Hive.
the
Like
Braden
his
Hive.
open silk shirt and his little stupid hat and his earrings and his.
Let me tell
I
you.
loved it.
Let me tell
Loved.
you. I'm with you. I'm so
He's
with you.
Just.
A guy like Braden is
That is so your type,
He's
Kelly.
so,
to
he,
like,
I
love, like,
hate. I hate how much
outfit.
it is.
a
I hate
guy
how much
like
it's my type.
Braden is horrific and annoying
Yes.
on The Bachelorette.
Yes.
You're like, you're taking up too much of the time. Paradise, go nuts,
Yeah.
baby.
Go
nuts.
nuts.
Wear the earrings. He's coming
No,
down.
he's more of a paradise guy.
It
And
is
I
like-
loved him
he's-
talking about it
he's
too.
always in a vacation outfit.
Yes.
Always and he's always in a vacation state of mind.
Yes.
He's always just like, hey, I'm excited to be here. And I love that about him.
I loved his too. He was talking when they did his little intro, whatever they're talking, and he was like, yeah, I like to get crazy with my style. I like the earrings. I like whatever. And I was like, yes, let's go.
Do
Creative
it.
with
Disgusting.
outfits. That's all I needed to hear. It's all I needed to hear. I'm a part of the Braden Hive proudly.
Same.
I could not disagree more, and I also just think that he and Kat make 0 sense, and there's
Yeah, that
no
makes
way
0
they'll
sense.
work.
Never.
Kat is
Never.
and I mean this in the nicest way because I think I would have some similarities in complaints that she would have at the beach because Brooklyn was like, she's going to complain about that it's hot and there's bugs, and I was like, honestly, same. But she's
Yeah, really.
I think she's like a little too high maintenance for him. Like
For sure.
Braden definitely
time.
cannot keep up with Kat.
He's a granola
No
guy.
shot.
He's a granola guy.
Yeah.
Deep down, he's like he's Johnny Depp. He's Johnny Depp. Like we said it last time. We said he has.
Which let me tell you, not a guy you want to emulate. That's all I'm like.
No,
you just really,
definitely not. But looks wise,
he's pushing it in that direction for sure. All right, so let's give out some roses and cut some stems.
I hadn't even thought about it.
I know. Let's crack
It's a
open
whole
a
show.
Coors Light.
Oh yes, it's time.
Guys, we love Coors Light.
Sorry.
Blue Mountains,
it
ready
open.
to go.
Woo! Smells
Crispy.
delicious.
Yes,
It does.
Cheers.
Cheers to a new season of Paradise.
Cheers.
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 All right,
Any
we'll make the
eyeballs?
effort.
Oh no.
Yep.
That's okay.
Okay.
As always, you know the drill. CoorsLight.com/chicks. You can get Coors
it's
Light
perfect
delivered
right
straight
now.
to your door. Drills your Instacart as well. We love Coors Light. And let's cut some stems. Give out some roses.
Hell
I'll go.
yeah.
I'll go.
You'll go. All right, Trent, you have an answer clearly.
Oh well, yeah, because
Rarely do you
let's
jump
go.
right in first because you don't.
just
don't
said you
want
had no
someone
idea,
else
but
to
I
steal
didn't.
your
But
answer.
once we talked
slow
it through,
down.
I think this is going to be a competition with your hive member.
Uh oh.
it is.
Yeah, that's where.
Damn it.
Yeah,
My rose is going to Braden.
yeah. There you go.
I love this guy.
Yep.
We love this guy.
Yeah.
I actually like how much you guys love him.
I'm
about to
telling
love
you,
him because you guys love him.
He came
It's
down.
that easy for me.
That like flowy silk shirt, I gasped. I was like, I'm in. I'm all in. I loved it.
The energy, man.
It's good energy.
If everyone at the beach had that energy, it'd be an even better show.
It's also I feel and maybe I just was looking at it from like a hater lens, but I feel like the energy is different from when he was on The Bachelorette. Like I feel like in The Bachelorette he was cocky and like annoying and like he wasn't vibing with anybody.
Yes.
But yes, I feel like this is the right setting for him and it's fabulous.
So I mean, you can also be like super annoying on The Bachelorette because you're like. That show, the format's just not for you, and you're not taking it very seriously. And they take that show like way more seriously than Paradise. Like Paradise, where you could just go and kind of like chill and date multiple people. Definitely more of his vibe.
Yep.
I'm gonna cut this. This isn't even really a justified stem cut. It's a guy we haven't talked about yet. Aaron B. He's so awkward to me.
You think?
I don't know.
You think he's not gonna make that make a connection?
I don't even know about that. I just see him and he did a couple things right off the bat that were just so awkward. But I guess he's mixing.
Some people give off like beach guy vibes and some don't. Like you're comfortable on a beach.
Yeah.
He does not give off a
comfortable on a beach.
He does not. He really doesn't.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So again, it's probably not justified. It was just something that came into my head.
And I'll be honest, Trent, I'm not meant to insult you, but I would not put you as like a beach guy.
No, I'm not a huge beach guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that at
I don't
all.
mind a beach, but I would
body
say
of water. What's like your preferred body of water?
Lake.
Lake for sure. Yeah, you'd be like
I'm a lake guy.
That checks out.
Yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
a boat guy.
I'm a pontoon guy.
Yeah,
Pontoon.
Unfortunately for you guys, you've never been to the beach with Trent, but I have.
We did Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, that's right.
Was
I'm so
he
jealous
uncomfortable
of
on the
that.
beach?
No.
I do think I
Got ice cream
Damn.
after too.
We did get ice cream. I think it's
Wow,
a learned. Like I'm
I
not
love ice
naturally a
cream.
beach guy.
Yeah.
I'm not like Sean
Yeah.
or like Braden who are like there.
But it's
looking-
fair. You're landlocked
But you
for a
didn't
long
seem
time.
uncomfortable in your own skin there.
No, I enjoyed that experience.
Yeah.
Did you take your shirt off at the beach?
First, Aaron
did,
just doesn't
yeah.
seem like a beach guy.
I don't remember.
Such standard. I think I did.
He's like,
I don't
what?
remember. Yes,
Shots Rhea
yes.
hasn't brought it up.
No, I know. That's the first thing I thought. I said, Trent without a shirt on. I've never even thought about
the
that.
top off. Yeah. Six
I think
pack.
you have to. It's weirder. It's weirder when you don't.
I am
I
never
don't remember,
bothered
but
by.
absolutely he did.
Right.
I'm never
I would-
bothered by people taking their shirt.
Yeah.
Even people are like, keep your shirt on. You never have to keep your shirt on the beach. Whatever you look
Wherever
like,
you don't,
you're on the
okay.
beach.
I think if
You're
people
on
should
the
just
beach.
be themselves, be comfortable.
100%.
I know we bullied Noah to take his shirt off at the beach this summer.
Yes.
Really?
Because we were like, you look
he
like a
seems
loser
stunned.
with
No,
your
you
shirt on.
didn't.
No. I
You
mean,
were bullying Marty more than me.
No, I mean he has an amazing body and he has no problem taking his
No,
shirt
I'm
off. so-
not saying he doesn't have an
No,
amazing
to take
body.
your shirt. Remember, we screamed at you. You were like, not going to take your shirt off, and we were all like, take your
That's
fucking
not
shirt
true.
off.
I was the first one to go in the water.
Calm down. I'm going to explain. I used
know, I
bully
see.
in the wrong sense. I meant because when we were on Chicks in the Office
Oh,
live show
yeah.
trips prior to that, where we were outside by a pool, Noah did not take his shirt off, and we made fun of him for it. And so then when we were at the Jersey Shore this summer, he then took his shirt off. I used bully in the wrong sense. I did not mean we were screaming at you to take your shirt
No,
off.
it's a setting. Like
Well,
I
just
felt
take your
fine
shirt
taking
off.
off at the beach. When
It
I'm
was-
just with you, a group of girls on a work trip, for some reason I just feel more uncomfortable. Like I don't know.
I mean, I get that.
I'm with you.
No,
I'm
I
actually
get
with
that.
you.
Like when you lay it out like that,
I totally
makes
get that.
total
understand.
sense.
Totally
at
get
the beach
that.
with your friends, take your shirt off. We have a live show tonight. This is kind of a work trip. It's all girls. I understand you not taking your shirt off.
Totally get that.
We were joking at that time, though. That's what I want to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually pushed Noah into the sand, stomped on him, and told him to take his shirt off.
He said, take this off, bitch.
Trent, do you have any final thoughts on Aaron? Your cut there.
I actually feel bad about it. No, I don't.
Sorry, stand your ground.
I'll stand it. But
he was a weirdo.
Yeah,
Kelly?
he's just robotic to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Take it away.
Yep.
Oof. Well, Trent stole my rose, so that's tough.
Braden Harv.
I'm going to... I wasn't even thinking any of that time. We were just talking. I'm going to cut the stem of... Kylie. I'm cutting Kylie's stem because I think that she's playing games.
Yeah.
And I think that she doesn't care about Will, and she didn't care about Olivia, obviously. She didn't care about that thing. She just wanted to stir up some drama. And while I do love drama, I think it's too soon, and I think it sets a bad precedent for how she's going to go moving forward. I'll be interested to see how she pulls herself out of it. I'll be interested to see if she ditches Will for Avon. To be continued as of now, cutting the stem. A preemptive stem cut for her.
I agree with you, and the reason that's a mistake from her is because it's going to reflect poorly on her, and it's going to get back to Avon.
For sure.
Where
it always gets back.
She picked Will. Why did she pick Will? It was probably out of spite with Olivia. And Avon's going to be like, I don't want somebody who plays games like that. She thinks she wants a rose to stick around, but it's going to end up biting her.
Yeah.
Avon's might not be interested in her. I know he sent emojis, all that, but I do think he's going to hear about this and be like, I don't want any part of that love triangle.
There's plenty of girls on the beach, and everybody's looking for
Everyone's
Avon.
going to like Avon.
Everyone's looking for Avon.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my rose to, this is controversial, Sean.
Oh.
My good friend Sean.
Swifties.
My Swifty bestie. And you know why? Because he bagged Rachel. Okay. Rachel is hot. Rachel is cool.
Yeah.
She decided, I want to make out with Sean, and then she made out with Sean. I think that's good for him.
I mean, let's be real. No, his ego is probably... His head was probably through the ceiling at that point. He's like, first day on the beach, and I'm fucking kissing the Bachelorette.
Has to be, and that's a feat that cannot go unnoticed. So he will get my rose today. To be fair, I would have given it to Braden. He's the second choice rose.
Yep.
Rhea? You're gonna unhook?
No, I'll hook back.
Oh, were you guys hooking? That's so sweet.
Two people we didn't talk about
so
before
tender.
you go. Aaron S. and...
It's not your time to talk.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. There's two people we forgot about.
Aaron S. did absolutely nothing.
Aaron S. did nothing.
Who's the girl? She
Which
got
one?
the rash.
Oh, Sarah?
Is her name
I don't
Sarah?
know.
I don't know.
Looks
her
like
deal.
all she's gonna have are medical issues. That's all we're gonna know her for.
Yeah.
Leaving
I didn't even
Clayton
mean to laugh at
season early, having a rash, having a nervous rash, and then
Is
being
she the one with
constipated.
the constipation thing?
Yeah.
That's also her.
That's also her.
Oh my
It's gonna
God,
be a
that
tough
poor
go.
girl. Just get off TV, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you done talking. Okay. I'm gonna give my rose to the beach. Happy to be back.
Yep.
The beach deserves a rose.
Great one.
There has to be something tingly going in where you're like, oh, I'm gonna be on the beach with a couple single people that I may have interest in. Like, these people got to be jazzed up. They're going on vacation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's cameras there, but they're going on vacation.
No AC is a problem.
Yeah, but I love vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just jump in the ocean. It's Mexico.
Right? Like, it's Mexico. Why don't you channel a little
day one, they're
Braden
excited.
energy?
Yeah.
You know
Day
what I
one,
mean?
they're excited.
Day one, you're like, oh, vacation. Okay. And this is going to be controversial, maybe. You guys might like it.
Oh.
I am going to cut Rachel's stem.
Ooh.
Why?
Preemptive.
She's ready. She's ready
I
for
don't know.
drama.
Okay.
I like Rachel, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You
I don't know.
You sense something fishy.
I sense something fishy with the way she has been posting about Paradise on her stories.
Right.
Interesting.
Like, the
I
way
haven't
that
been
she's
keeping
been
up.
posting has made it seem like she is
Like,
not
it
gonna
didn't do- it
look
wasn't-
like it wasn't a good
it wasn't
thing
a
for her.
good time.
Really?
And now
Ooh,
maybe
I'm
somebody screwed
interested.
her.
Yeah.
True.
But right now,
Could it be Sean?
first
Who knows?
episode, I have no fucking idea who to cut.
If
So
it's Sean,
Yeah.
boy, am I gonna feel bad for her.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
I'm
too.
definitely gonna feel
I will
bad.
too.
I'm throwing that out there because I don't know who else to cut. So I'm sorry, Rachel, and I do like you, but the way you're posting on your stories and you're posting, oh, who's going to be next on the cry wall, doesn't have me feeling good about your time in Paradise.
Fair.
You're collecting evidence and you're making a choice.
You made a preemptive.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I'm with you. I'm all for that.
I actually feel extremely more, not necessarily combative, but I just feel like I have more to complain about than I do good stuff. I'm like, I've got 9 options of cuts in my head.
You're gonna cut 2 stems, unprecedented, no rose.
No,
Yeah,
no,
do it.
no.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna give my
Forgo
rose.
the
So
rose.
crazy of you.
I know. I'm gonna give my rose to Blake Moynes.
He deserves a rose.
He
This time.
does,
You
man.
know, what a journey. He's
What
been
a
on
journey.
multiple shows. He's never done Paradise, so maybe this is
He
like
deserves it. Vacation.
maybe this is like the Nikki V move he needs to make. You know, like
Yep.
and wasn't working for him on the other
dumps
shows.
someone at
goes
the altar
on
and then he's the
Paradise.
Bachelor next year?
Yeah.
He also just seems like the nicest guy in the world. I mean, we've met him and he is.
He is.
He nice.
does seem
And
nice.
You know why I say he's nice because he calls me Ree. And anybody who calls me Ree, I'm like, that's
nice.
just somebody who like is comfortable with me.
Yeah,
you know?
and you like that.
Like Fran will call me Ree
Yeah, of
sometimes, and I'm
course.
like, yeah, that my family calls me Ree. Blake Moynes will hit me with a Ree, and I'm like, yes.
Blake-
I feel that
and-
way.
and-
People call me Kel.
That's
we're,
comfort.
you know, we're in with the. I love his mom. Like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just.
You're in with the family.
First of all, justice for Emily,
Yeah,
but you know what?
she should have been on the Golden
She-
Bachelor.
Does
She
she
can do
want to
better,
be?
I guess.
Did she
I think she
post?
wanted to be, and I think she. I
She's
think
too
she
young,
was too
honestly.
young.
Yeah. That's all fine. There's plenty
Listen,
of years for her
Gary,
to be on the Golden
he's-
Bachelor.
seems great,
She could be
but-
Golden Bachelorette at a certain
I know
point.
that she would be amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, he's just out here saving the animals and doing his thing.
I love
and
that
I hope
guy.
he
I forgot
finds
about all
love.
the animal saving, and
I know.
I was happy to be reminded.
Yeah, I hope he finds love. And I'm gonna
too.
cut. I'm in between two people specifically. I think I'm gonna go. Just because I'm feeling, and we talked about Will more, and I feel like Will's an obvious choice. Brooklyn.
Oh,
I just think Brooklyn's kind of going in already with like an attitude.
looking for a fight.
Already looking to make fun of Kat, and it's like, give her a chance, fresh slate.
We don't like
you know?
that. Yeah, we don't like the people coming in and bringing the baggage from outside of the beach.
Yes,
you know what I
and
mean?
that always
We're
like,
all new people
Look
on
what
the
happened with
beach.
Genevieve and Shanae when they went on Paradise. It was like they kind of made up, and it was
Yes.
like okay.
You're supposed to
But I
leave that
feel
stuff
like
behind.
I
That's
what I'm
know,
saying.
and it just
The
feels
beach is-
like
the beach is a new
Brooklyn is
beginning.
carrying her anger from
Yes.
Zach's season.
I
She's
also
gonna spread it around.
I also
Yeah.
think there was some funny business with, you know, when they showed Brooklyn first and it was like, Kat's going to complain about the bugs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They definitely showed her Kat's video and was like, this is what she's going to complain about.
right.
That's what I think happened.
for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean that's producers. We're definitely
Yep.
that's like, hey, Brooklyn, what do you think Kat's gonna have problems with? And then Brooklyn answers, and then they go to Kat. Hey, what are you most like nervous about with the elements? like
Exactly,
they just
right.
you talk them right into the answer
It was
that you're looking
pointed,
for.
That's
right?
right.
It's pointed.
That's
also,
right.
I forgot
yeah.
we didn't talk about. I don't remember who it was. One of the girls is like Charity's best friend. I remember she brought it up. She like some guy who was on Charity season. I don't remember who these people were.
Oh, it was.
But she was like, "Oh, I'm Charity's
Aaron
bestie."
B. Aaron B. They were like,
Right.
Oh, I heard about you. You're Aaron B.
Right.
Was it? Oh, who was it?
I'm besties with Charity. So that's another wrinkle in the situation where it's like we have Charity's besties coming here and you know talking shit about the guys that were on the season.
Right.
With Charity.
I mean,
So
there's a
that's
lot of
interesting.
girls from Zach's season, so I
Lot
feel
of
like
girls
it
from
could
Zach's
be.
season.
I don't
Yeah.
remember who specifically.
Which
said
is
it.
also tough because they were all going for Zach and Zach was going for Rachel. Like there's just so much that adding in Rachel and adding in I don't know. It's very there's so much drama afoot.
There is.
So much drama potential.
I love it.
Okay, I think that wraps it up on this
so, too.
week's episode, and thank you to Coors Light.
Thank you, Coors Light.
Thank
we
you.
will be back next week.